through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
That's going to go as a loss of 17 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. Airing it out deep for Woods. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now it's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A nice little juke. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, Kamara. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Herbert. This will be caught just inside the 10. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On second down, Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time, but lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down. On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. They'll go option to the short side. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down, here's Nwangu. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, here's Willis. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Play action, Willis. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Third down, it's Willis. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Oh, nice move. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Kamara up the middle. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Sliding out of the pocket. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Herbert throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by Gold is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
He threw the interception on the previous drive, but that only led to 3 points. Defense held him to a field goal. They're still working with a lead here as they start out 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Willis will look to throw on 1st down. Complete to Austin here over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Willis will look to pass again here. This pass caught. It's Woods. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Willis will look to throw it. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. Touchdown! K.J. Hamler as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Warren. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Play action, here's Willis. He'll buy some time right. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. A good pickup there at 22. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And boy, it was pretty.
So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Herbert's throw complete there to Beckham. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. A 10th carry for Kamara. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Lewis Seed in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
To the football, it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So the problem's really starting to add up now. I mean, they try the field goal in an effort to get a little bit closer, but the block and return make the situation worse.
I like what you just said there. Just trying to get a little bit closer. I think mentally, that's why they were doing it, because really the 3 wasn't going to do them a whole lot of good, but they feel better about themselves. Now, they feel exponentially worse.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, it's Willis. Rolling to his right. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Willis out of the gun. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Up the middle, Nwangu. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Willis on third and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there. And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Herbert. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Herbert now. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Herbert throwing again. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Lewis Cine, and the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Willis headed left off the option. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. since tasting victory, they've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember in these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by a man in his 23rd NFL season. Still doing it at age 45, Tom Brady.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Brady now to throw. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Even in a down year statistically, Juice Landry still produced over 50 catches to lead Cleveland in his final season there. A milestone awaits Landry, though, this season. He's almost a lock to jump into the top 50 all-time for receptions. One of those goes for a first down this time.
He'll get it inside the 20. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 43 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Sanders again. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And oh, it's blocked. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
From the 6. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. They're led out by Malik Willis, the rookie who started his college career at Auburn and finished with the Liberty Flames.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an in.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. And now, Charles, they're working with a short field, a chance to make this a 2-score game, and these guys haven't even worked into a lather yet here in the first quarter.
Yeah, how about that? You score, you take it away, get an excellent return, and now you've got a chance to go up 2 scores in this game.
The boy showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. To throw is Brady. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And now it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, taking it right down Broadway. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. That is a play that you just do not see very often, maybe a couple times a year. The blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes, he's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
1st and 10, it's Willis.
This is caught. It's Woods. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down.
Over the middle, complete. That's Warren. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Fourth down, Willis.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The end result, 21 yards.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
They'll get this to about the 38. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Ravens ready to take over.
And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down. They'll go option to the short side. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
The Ravens did a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Willis looking to throw it. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That gain on third down, good for 28.
We all knew how talented an athlete Malik Willis was coming out of Liberty, but lost in his running ability was simply how powerful an arm he has as well. There's not a throw in the playbook he doesn't have the strength to make. It's all about how well he can place those throws. Between that arm and his legs, his ceiling, easily one of the top ones in the league.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Kene Nwangu.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens have got it back to within a score.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On first down, Brady. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Ravens take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line.
And this is into the hands of Campbell downfield. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line.
A big play there for the Giants. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Brady. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere you looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game.
And he's got room. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they may just be content to take this three-point lead and head into the locker room.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. The final shot before half for Brady.
And once again, this is Sanders.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Here's Koo to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Willis now off play action. Got an open man, it's Schwartz.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43.
To the air on first down, here's Willis.
Steps away to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Willis.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
That's dropped underneath to Nwangu.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike.
Fourth down, Willis.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders.
42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Here's Brady to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 36. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Brady.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 16. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
On 2nd down, it's Warren. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 9 yards on the pickup, but even after that, they're left with a 3rd and very long.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Here's Brady. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
Oh, this is blocked. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. 30. 10. 5. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call. but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
First and 10, Willis. This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. From the 39, Willis. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
Willis will look to throw on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Malik Willis.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Gano the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts as early as opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Now Brady. The Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So the Ravens now down by 7. At time, a huge factor.
Now Willis.
And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up second down.
Willis to throw. This pass caught. It's Woods.
Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Jelani Woods.
73 yards.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Up the middle they go. Warren. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Jalen Warren taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Willis back to throw here.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
So now all eyes shift to the Giants. Trailing in this one now. A little over 80 ticks to go. Now their losing streak. And
the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room. I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The New York set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down.